What did Daddy build today?
That.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's a Knick-Knack display case for Grandma Sarah. Does it look nice?
I know what to say.
Does it look nice?
Yeah?
Okay.
No. What should I say now?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Should we let him watch the project? Okay. Enjoy the project video. I laid this out in Adobe Illustrator to the specs of what my mom wanted to display. Going to a wireframe view, you can see how I would join everything together. From there, I was able to make my cut list with the exact placements of the dados, and this last sheet shows you which dados are common to each other. The same colored circles represent the common cuts. After cutting the sides and the top to their final length, I ripped them through my table saw, making them 3 1/4 inch wide. Right now I am measuring over a 1/2 inch from the dado stack to the fence. Those will be the first cuts I make on the top and bottom pieces, and those will be what I measure off of when laying out the other cuts for those pieces. I measured over 4 1/2 inches from the first dado, lined up where I needed to make my cut, and locked my fence into place. I then passed the top piece through, flipped it, and ran it through again. Without moving my fence, I did the same for the bottom piece. After doing a dry fit, I marked the support pieces where they butted up to the top and bottom. I am going to be going off that line for laying out the dados for the shelves. This project isn't all that complicated really. You just need to make sure that you have made all your corresponding dado cuts before you move your fence. I would definitely suggest having a printout of the measurements and dados you need to cut and mark off which ones are common to each other. I used a roofing square to make sure that the main vertical pieces were as square as they could be. I then applied glue to the grooves and shelf pieces and slid them in. I thought it would be nice to have a decorative top and bottom for the cabinet, so I grabbed a scrap piece of wood and cut it so 3 sides would have a 1/2 inch overhang. I then ran those 3 sides through my table saw with the blade tilted at 30 degrees to make a chamfered cut. Once I applied glue to the decorative top, I applied clamping pressure, secured it with brad nails, and let it dry. After the glue was dry, I went back and applied wood filler to all the holes, and when that was dry, I just sanded everything flush. I'm using this pre-stained wood conditioner right now. This will help the stain from becoming blotchy on the cabinet. After removing all the conditioner, I applied a red oak colored stain. I wanted it a little darker, so I applied another coat after letting it sit overnight. I think the display cabinet came out great. The stain looks really nice, and the glossy lacquer gave it a really nice sheen. I hope you learned something from this video.
Please feel free to leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.